I'd say it'd have to be a storm of different things coming together, but
yeah, he's in maybe the form of his life, and without Carlos being here also increases his chances even more.
The only way to beat him, you need to...
The question heading into Roland Garros is pretty simple. Can someone beat Jannik Sinner, who's on a 28-match winning streak, and with Alcaraz out, he is an immense favorite to take the title. Djokovic, Medvedev and other players were asked about Sinner, and this is what they had to say.
You gave Jannik Sinner his toughest test he's had in quite a long time. I think the big question in this men's tournament is, can anyone beat him, and if so, how? So how would you sort of educate the field on how to challenge Jannik Sinner and make it at least close to him? Because it's been very rare that he's even been in any trouble.
Yeah, it's super tough. And actually, any match that we saw, even this year, because I think he lost only 2, the only way to beat him, you need to be at your best for all, I wanted to say 3 sets here, maybe even 4 or 5 sets. You need to run, be strong, to serve well, to return well. Like, everything needs to be on the top level, because his game is everything at the top level. So that's the only thing, and that's what I managed to do in Rome, especially in the second set. Third set, I had 1 sloppy game on my serve, and I lost with 1 break. So he's a very, very tough player, tough opponent. But I always say sports is sports, so he can lose. There is a big chance, if he plays like he plays now, that he can win the whole thing. But it's every round someone is going to be on the other side of the court from him and try his best to beat him. So if I'm there, I'm actually in a way happy, because it's only in semis, I think, and I'm going to try as well.
Just one other question on that topic. You're someone who loves that backhand to backhand rally. He's pretty good at it too. I'm sort of curious, like, what is it like to be in one of those exchanges with him? What's going on in your head when you're in one of those exchanges compared with when you're doing it against another player who may not enjoy it as much as he does, and you do?
I think if we compare it to any other player, the difference is that Jannik can any moment decide kind of to, let's call it, step up and, like, for example, go down the line. But not many players can do the backhand down the line and do it every time almost as a winner. He can do it like for 3 sets, step up, down the line, strong shot, and then he's super fast to cover the forehand side. If you go, how you call it in English, if you try to wrong foot him, so to go on his backhand, he basically doesn't wrong foot, so he's there. So it's just, it's not easy to play him, but at the same time, I have to say I enjoy it. Like, I had some really good matches against him, even the ones I lost, and it's like a tough challenge, which I will always try to win. And I know that I lost many matches against him lately, but some of them were pretty close. And I'm like, okay, next time I really have to do even a bit better and get him, and that's what I'm going to try to do.
We've talked a lot about how impressive he is on all surfaces, and people may be questioning because of his game style whether the clay would be as dominant as hardcourt, for example. But he has proven that that's also the case, which is really amazing. And yeah, I mean, being one of the 2 guys that have managed in the history to be the only ones to win the Golden Masters, I know how challenging that is and how difficult it is. So, I really congratulate him for that, because it's quite an achievement. And he's really young. He still has a lot of time ahead of him, and I think he's going for his Golden Slam as well here, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So, yeah, he's in maybe the form of his life, and without Carlos being here also increases his chances even more of claiming more Grand Slam titles. And so we're all here to try to win against him and prevent him from taking more titles. And we have witnessed yesterday night on the court that he has lost only for the 3rd time this year against Monfils and Svitolina in the exhibition. I told him that on the court, that if he doesn't step up, that he's going to lose against Guile. No, but
To catch you up, what's been happening over the last 2 months has been Yannick Sinner winning everything.
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, so what do you think about sort of the challenge for the field, I guess, with him, you know, having won all 5 Masters events this year? He's kind of on this on that level unprecedented dominance. What do you think it would take for any one of the other 127 guys to be able to derail him here?
I mean, someone would have to just play a great match where everything's kind of clicking, and I mean, most importantly, they're just kind of winning the big points and playing well under pressure. And I think at the end of the day, that's what he absolutely does better than anyone. I think he plays the big points so well. And so even when, guys can get those small opportunities in the matches, he really shuts them out of it. And I mean, it would also take him, having a little bit of an off day, maybe showing some nerves, but there's been absolutely no signs of that. And to be honest, when you're really confident, as he obviously is right now, it's, you don't really feel those nerves too often. So I'd say it'd have to be.
In your opinion, who is the biggest threat to Sinner in this Roland Garros? Because there is no clear name that comes to mind. It seems that at this point, if he's healthy, if he doesn't cramp or his body breaks down in some way, at the best of 5 on this court, it's going to be extremely difficult to see him lose. And he has that extra motivation this year to complete the career Grand Slam. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. And for more tennis content this Roland Garros, make sure to subscribe to the channel to know when I upload future videos. All of that said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.